element down. Yeah, you right.
What up, fellas? We hot. We live. What's up with it?
What's going on?
Pan around real quick.
So I had been on a prescription drug route early in my life.
Shit.
Still got that right here.
Yeah, a little somewhere. What's that, man?
Shit, you want to stop it and re-go high?
Hell no.
We live.
We live, baby. We live, baby.
They gonna start it off.
Yet again, episode 10.
Episode 10.
Big
back.
10.
That's 10 straight weeks, bro.
Good
10
10.
straight weeks.
Man.
And I'm so glad ain't nobody asking
Woo.
for no money
Two
or
bucks.
nothing like that. Ain't nobody saying, man, we need to get compensated for this.
Yeah.
So when the YouTube check comes,
Well, right now,
I'm going to come up missing.
Right now,
Gotta do something, motherfucker.
oh, man.
10. A lot in the world's happened in 10 weeks, fellas. Since
Yeah,
we
a lot of shit, bro.
we started off with Geiger. Remember, I think that was episode 1.
Episode 1, bro.
Tiger, we talking
All the way
about
to
Epstein,
impeachment. Right, yeah.
Oh, man.
3 black guys, Baltimore.
Man, we hit a lot of stuff.
Shit, politics last week, guys.
As usual.
I digress.
As
Man,
usual.
right. We're going to stay away from that. We're going to treat it like the barbershop. Stay away from politics and religion.
You heard that, Jamie?
Y'all don't stay away
next
from
time-
when y'all call my name.
That's the bar too. You're supposed to stay away from the barbershop
If
at
you
the bar.
haven't watched episode number 9,
Man, please go.
you gotta go to the part where you like, yo, hold up. Yeah.
Hey, brought it back up.
Real deep, smooth, melodic with it.
But
Everybody-
didn't say shit.
And then Momo came out man, shit, y'all. That's right.
We went from,
Man, that shit was too funny, bro.
that was great.
Oh, man. What's on the docket for tonight? We talking about RP the Juice WRLD first off? That situation?
Yeah, you know, a lot of older cats didn't know who he was. I only know that one little song. What's it?
I still
Lucid
see your
Dreams.
shadows in my room.
Yeah, so
But the video will freak you out.
he died off of DJ Screw Juice. You know, now I gotta relate to the old folks. Everybody know who DJ Screw is.
Chop.
Pimp C.
So I mean, he was on a
Pimp C.
promethazine, pills, and all that shit.
But was he on all that at the time? I thought it was just he dropped. They said he popped
He
some
took too many
Percocets
perks at
at
once.
one time,
That's what
and the dude was body in the shock, and like heart arrest the whole night. So he could never get his heartbeat back to where it needed to be.
And I guess he was trying to have lucid dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
70
that's
pounds of that, 70 pounds of that cushion out there,
70 pounds of marijuana sold.
70 pounds?
Juice and his people, they have been searched before this incident happened on the plane. So a couple months ago, I think back in October, September, not for sure, but TSA, they came and searched the plane, they didn't find no drugs there. They let them fly overseas at concerts. Unfortunately, when the dude lost his life this go around, they did found 70 pounds of marijuana on the plane, 3 guns, and like we spoke about before the podcast started. The pilots actually tipped the feds off, so the feds are already waiting for them to land anyway, so they was check the plane regardless.
So maybe he just didn't see no out, and that was his only out.
Nah.
That's probably the only thing he had
Right.
on him too.
But you flying.
Marijuana?
They be trying to hit you from state to state. Like,
Oh,
oh,
every state you cross.
you flew over this one, you flew over that
That's
one.
fed
You
size,
flew, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
all.
So at the end of the
Same
day,
difference when you drive.
oh yeah,
You never know. You never know how it affects people. Like shit.
yeah.
You gotta think. His career just now starting. Now he's finna get caught. He's like, man, fuck. Now I'm finna lose this shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what was going
He
through.
ain't want to go
I
out.
just
saying
turned 21
suicide.
like a week ago.
Or at least
Oh, damn,
so
bro.
paranoid.
Right.
I
Like
got
shit.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were
He
saying.
was trying to numb himself to what was finna go down when they
Well,
landed.
the thing with it is when you make
Same
them
as
type
stuff,
of moves
man.
and choices, man, you know the consequences.
Yeah,
that come with it.
indeed.
Well, let me ask this question, right? So back in our day, we all of a certain age. And say we old, right? But check it. So hip hop back then, you know, you had cats talking, don't get high off your own supply.
Yeah.
You know, you had EPMD, you know what I'm saying? You know, talking about not getting high off drugs or whatever. When was the culture shift to where now not we, but young rappers glorify popping pills and being like living in that space of not facing your demons or reality, but popping pills to kind of live this alternate lifestyle.
So
Like when was the transition? What do you think is the transition?
I believe it was always there because you gotta
Definitely
think,
was.
man. You know, Pimp C glorified Two Power,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, you never really also glorified pimping.
But still, that came at a certain point, yeah, right. But I'm saying, like right now, every little alternative hip hop dude right now with the curly with the color hair, the motherfucking Skittle tattoos on the face, like
Yeah,
that's their thing.
I
right
mean,
now.
it's
You know what I mean?
it's society done changed.
You know, a lot done came more acceptable to society. But I feel like it's always been there. You know, when it comes to hip hop, it go through transitions. You know, like right now, you know, back then it depends on what state it's in. Because 1 minute it might be in the dance state, 1 minute it might be in gangster rap. You know, it all depends on what state it's in. It's more to me right now. It's more. But
Happy music.
And all of it ain't where it's at. I listen to a lot of old stuff, man.
Honestly, but like you
just
said,
don't
it's
have no
always
substance.
been there. Think about your boy Flavor Flav. Like the group he was in always talk about don't do this, don't do that. But he was,
Plug in.
yeah, he was sizzling up.
But really,
You had some temptations, man.
Yeah, it's gonna go
really,
somewhere.
they was talking about don't do it, but they was really doing it.
They was doing it.
Like,
But
they
they
was
was
doing
trying to
it.
set a message.
Like, I mean, they was sending. I mean, you sending a message, but you still doing it. You know what I mean?
So
They
the
was.
message is ineffective.
It is.
Have you asked me to a certain point? To a certain
To a certain, I mean, to an extent, somewhat. I mean, it works out. It works out.
But I could be doing this and be like, yo, don't do this because look at me. You know what I'm saying?
happy to you.
Right, you know,
Of course you look happy.
you look happy, but
That's that. I mean,
But
it
it's the
goes,
stress that went with it. That's a lot of them just did it from the stress part.
it goes to say like it's drugs and music have always went hand in hand,
definitely.
and that's the
Drugs
crazy
make
part.
good music.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna say all
honestly, it's
that.
fucked
Drugs
up,
make
but
good
it
music.
is true. Like
No, it's true.
Ray
It's
Charles
true.
was
My
on
boy-
fucking
My
heroin.
boy Gucci ain't
You know what I'm
always
saying?
make no good music.
I mean, drugs
Yeah.
make good
I
music,
mean,
man.
certain motherfuckers.
It opened up a certain part of your aspect of it. So you gotta think when you smoke, you become creative.
But see, y'all mentioned like of that time, right? We talk about the old heads, the Temptations, whoever, you know what I'm saying?
They made
on
great
the
music.
road, they
Great music
smoking.
high.
Yeah. And they
All
do
of
that.
them wasn't high.
Not to call out the Temptations and nothing
All
like that,
of them
but
wasn't high.
I would say groups of that time, that era, right? But now, I think you also have, like, they didn't have the visibility of social media, right? To where it's really glorified to that point, man. You talking like even guys like Future, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Molly Percocet, and then he kind of glorifying that aspect. And he had to come out and say, "Hey,
I didn't do that.
I don't do that." However, but the damage is done. At that, to me, the damage is done. Like, how can you?
But
You already done
Pull
sold
that
it.
back.
You done sold it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
you said
that's
something
on
about
everywhere.
You
you
know,
said
sold
something
it.
about that Future song, right? That Future song was not for what you thought it was. He was saying Molly Percocet, but he wasn't really talking about. He's saying this how motherfuckers is. They just do this shit. They pop these pills
Mhm.
and get a check
I,
off of fucking music. But he wasn't really. It wasn't people misconstrued.
bro.
Yeah,
But
everybody
everybody
is.
I know that-
Yeah, everybody is. Like,
I
that's what you
Smiley.
hear.
And do you have any Percocets?
But that's
on
what
the
you
shirt?
hear. That's what you
yeah,
hear.
that's all you hear.
a couple of those.
But that's what's wrong with people now. They
Yeah.
don't open their mind up to listen to the music and listen to the content,
you're
even though
right.
there wasn't that much content. You can barely understand what the fuck he's saying, but he
'Cause he was
actually had a
Percocet.
meaning behind it.
But you gotta understand, most people's perception is kind of jacked up. Don't none of us look at stuff the same. There's some of the perceptions that's out there. You know, it's real ate up. So when they see something, even though he might be trying to deliver a message, the perception that they have ain't gonna allow that to come forth because they looking at what he's saying.
You know what? So Future's no, that was actually, in my opinion, irresponsible for them to put some shit like that out. Man, Future one of the oldest niggas in hip hop. I think Rick Ross older than Future. Future
Two
about 36,
Chainz.
37. 2 Chainz old as fuck.
2 Chainz up
Jay-Z
there.
50.
Future
He just turned.
ain't no young 24, 25-year-old dude.
Nah, he ain't. He don't look it. You can look at his hands. Nah, just
He
playing.
better say some shit like that.
And what's so crazy? That's one of the most influential things it is, man. When it comes to music, you know, man, when you wake up in the morning, you listen.
Put your song on.
You listen to something that get you to a certain level, whatever level you trying to get.
Or get you
And that might
past
not be the
something.
mindset want to set yourself up, but you already have because like you listen to something that you ready to ride and then whoop on something. Your partner pull up. For me, pull up, so let's go ride. You ain't even thought about it. You gonna go with it because you already done set that tone.
Yeah.
So hey, like you say, yeah, he might not been on it, but at the same, you gotta watch what you say because like, our words carry a lot of power.
So you have to be conscious of your platform and who's listening to you.
It's
Who
the
may
truth,
take that,
though.
you know what I'm saying?
It's the truth.
And that also go back to the music industry for sitting up here. You got all these motherfucking white
They're
execs
complicit,
who
absolutely.
would never let their kids listen to this shit, would never participate in half the shit that they paying motherfuckers to do, and it's just detrimental to to our communities. But at the same time, man, the music hot. Everybody listening to it, black people listen to it, white people listen to it. The difference is you got white folks listen to that shit, they keep that shit plugged.
Yeah.
They're a party, they keep that shit plugged. In the club, guess what? They going back to their normal lives, this and that. Some niggas listen to that shit.
Go back to law school.
Oh, motherfucker listen to the song all
Live
night.
it out.
Perk say he finna go find out, finna go do whatever. Lay up, pop a molly, pop a perk, get a pop. The white chick or white girl that's living in the suburbs is in the concert, they're going back home, normal life.
That's what you think.
And that is subjective.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you gotta go. I mean, that's what's happening. It's more than subjective. That's a true general statement as far as what's going on. You know, white people are watching. It's like watching pro wrestling for them. That's not even my life. I'm getting involved in this entertainment. But niggas, we trying to live that.
But they know
On some kind of be true code. We're keeping it G code, so we trying to do that.
Real.
Right, we got to keep it real. They ain't worried about it. We going back to.
They know how to keep us going. Because if you listen to a lot of stuff back then and a lot of stuff now, how much real stuff that you hear that's from back then and now, it's a bunch of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like when you go looking back at a lot of them old school groups and stuff, man. Hey, man, they from Fight to Power, all that different type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they was speaking messages. You know what I'm saying? Now, bro, that's what they giving us.
Now it's zombie music.
Even when it come to TV, you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
they living they actually speaking their life for some of them.
I was gonna say.
Some of them. I mean, I give it like what's the NBA YoungBoy. Like to me, you listen to his music, but he really speaking that's his life. He like, but it's also the content. You can take it if you from you from a hood. That's where the relatingness comes to.
Right.
That's where the older people can listen to the younger music and get that relating out of it and try to understand.
Whether old or young, you know what I'm saying? Pain usually be the best music.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if I'm hurting, you know what I'm saying, I'm delivering that, man.
Pain
it's gonna touch old and
young.
You know what I'm saying? See, but instead of delivering a message, you know what I'm saying?
Man. When he brought up NBA YoungBoy, I'm a fan of his music too. And like right now, there's some stuff going on through social media and through different freaking forums online about the whole herpes he contracted from his girl. So his girl at one point in time said, "Yeah, I got it. We both got it." Now the chick saying she ain't got it.
Yeah, she ain't get it.
Motherfuckers telling NBA YoungBoy, "Oh, you was stupid. You should never said that." But think about it. If everybody in the industry and everybody in public know he got this disease now, he can go do his thing. And it's already out there. He got to worry about nobody trying to sue him and say, "Oh, I didn't know he had herpes." It's already out there. So if anybody's fucking with him, they fucking with him because they want to fuck with him. That shit's already out in the public. Can't nobody come stop him.
It's on that. It's already on that.
Usher paid for that, then.
People got short-term memory, bro.
He paid for that.
Nobody remember Usher had
Ain't nobody, you a motherfucker like, cause anytime you play any of his old music, you think.
He burned it. Let it burn.
Yeah,
These are my confessions.
All I know, he got a new track out with LMA, and that thing banging.
Jodeci got new
At the end of the day, when your money right, you got the bag, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
We know for most part, some of these females, you got an STD, ain't gonna be feeling that. But if your money right, you are who you are, you'll be surprised how many motherfuckers.
See, they still go.
Hey, they gonna go there.
They still
I'm finna get this check and herpes. Nah, not finna go. Bullshit.
Hey, you got some of that wheel on, bro. Hey, you got some of that wheel. Hey, you got boys say they got herpes and boys still. Oh, okay.
That might be
cool.
bragging.
I got it from NBA YoungBoy.
I got you bragging right there.
That shit's silly, man.
Oh, you a fan of his music? I got herpes in my hand.
That's
Oh my
fucked up.
god.
Hey, man. You don't know how these people think, so
Hey, some of them jacked up.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I'll be at times too, man.
That's fucked up.
It's a cold world, bro.
it wasn't Ray Ray from out the street. It was NBA YoungBoy.
You got a regular herpes.
Yeah, I got a
You got it from the
millionaire.
block. I got that NBA young
You know what I'm saying?
I got superstar herpes.
Hey, while you playing, that's something to do
For real, bro.
Rationalize.
While you playing. Hey, that's crazy. We jacked up.
Segue to G, you was talking about man, mixing medicinal marijuana and sports. So let's jump out there, man. You had a topic you had sent in the text group.
You know, I'm not going to take the gratification for that. That was not my topic. Somebody else actually put that in the group chat. I just answered the question.
Oh.
So,
Well, who
Yeah, it wasn't me.
who was it? Well, we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So,
I better say, ain't
referring
like
back-
being like it.
referring back to the message, they're saying now that the MLB, to some extent, is going to let the players utilize marijuana. In the group chat today, they pretty much said who do we think would be the next
The next
professional
people,
sports league to implement using marijuana as well. And I don't know, man. I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, when you think about baseball,
Everybody.
No, you said soccer.
I said soccer. The reason I said soccer was because when it comes to the NBA and the NFL, I think it's just too African American or too nigga heavy. Right now, the culture in sports is everybody smoke marijuana. You see shit on TMZ all the time about people in the off season or during the season get pulled over and they got weed in the car. These are professional football players. Do it from the Packers, do it from the Cowboys. It's on TMZ Sports. So
Body hurt.
everybody's smoking. I mean, you got to give these guys an alternative.
Right, to prescription drugs.
Yeah, to
Not
deal with no
prescription.
prescription drugs. So
Prescribe me.
I think the baseball is doing a good thing. I think that's going to attract more inter-city youth to that sport. And you know, baseball need to get the ratings back up, man. People don't watch baseball like they used to because I think baseball personally is kind of boring.
Nah, it's always gonna be a pastime.
Oh,
It's going to be a pastime.
It's a whole lot of people that
But
watch
the thing
it. you know.
is, it's no longer a white man's pastime no more. That's the issue.
Well,
Baseball
shit,
is
that's-
heavily populated by South
Jackie
American.
Robinson helped that.
You're right. You're right. But we are disenfranchised when it comes to baseball, man. It's more.
very low. Yeah, percentage.
Our numbers are low.
Because we
Boring.
run because one of the reasons we run from baseball because we so stuck on football and basketball.
Yeah.
We don't play
And
baseball.
when it
y'all
comes,
talking about?
but I'm just saying now it was just something he made a comment on, and so with that, you know, like mine, he stuck on basketball. Like I said, you know, baseball being football taking more damage and getting paid the less.
Man, shit, that was the first sport I played as a
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, you gotta look at all of that.
First of all, I play
Hey,
baseball.
but when it comes to baseball, you know what I'm saying? They ain't taking no contact or nothing. They getting paid
Man, you
money.
got
Shit,
play
you
baseball.
You throwing the
Like
ball
that.
at 100 miles per
Don't
hour.
get me wrong, you can get slapped with the ball. I understand. That's what I'm saying. They ain't taking that damage like them football
You a
players.
motherfucking lie. You block that home plate if you want to. And I'm coming down.
I'm gonna run yo.
There's some
But you
risk.
still, hey, but that's different. Cause hey, you get
It's still a
hey,
contact
every,
sport. It's contact.
Hey, every time you hike that ball, hey, get ready.
Off the rip.
Get ready when you
Every time you pitch that ball, you throwing that thing 90 to
Hey,
80.
but hey,
All of
but
it.
still,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
would say,
you
man, I
still
feel
gonna
like,
take less contact in that sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like
talking
baseball
about
took
whole-
a hit
Is you a kicker?
from like if you think about the early the mid '90s,
The steroid
and
era.
late that era. That's when you still had they actually kind of glorified rushing the mound if the pitcher threw something and then the whole fucking dugouts would run. You know, that was good for the ratings, whether people want to admit that or not. And they kind of got away from that, man. It's not
Yeah.
that baseball has changed just as much as any other sport has changed.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of done took the excitement out. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people don't know those. There's not no big name players like it used to be. Like on every team, you know what I'm saying? You had your Ken Griffey's, you had your Mark McGuire's,
Barry Bonds,
your Barry
yeah.
Bonds, your
David
Sammy
Bonds,
Sosa's,
David Justice.
yeah, you know Chipper Jones and all
Barry
that. So
Bonds.
it's not a lot of. It's not getting a lot of publicity from that standpoint because these stars are not glorified like you have NBA players with commercials and football players with commercials and all. You don't see that for baseball like you used
Cause I
to.
ain't black.
But to go back to the question, though, I think that's very progressive of a major league sport to do something like that. And I would think, believe it or not, NHL will probably be the next one. You never hear nothing about an NHL player
Yeah.
being tapped for marijuana. Very few, if any, NBA players here or there, because the NBA they're a little lenient, you know, in regards to
And you get fucked
you know,
up in hockey.
yeah, you get fucked up in hockey, and when last time you heard about? Well, not. I'm probably nobody here really follow NHL like that. I know I don't, but I haven't heard about it. I'm sure it's been on some kind of sports network. So if anything, I would say a green light will probably be NHL next, and then I would say the NBA. NFL probably never. I'm sure the NFL is in the bed with Big Pharma, bro. They gotta be.
But see, the baseball did it because they saying they wanted to stop the opioid. Like, they want to keep their players away from that because I guess one of these dudes just overdosed or died because he got hooked to the opioid. So they want to use the marijuana to combat the opioid. So they don't want their players to be scared to smoke. Smoke freely, you heard? That's what, you know, smoke. Don't take them pills, you know, don't leave that alone. So that's supposed to be the
That's
deal.
damage on your kidneys.
I'm that's it.
Man, light up, man. Light
It's a
up.
good idea.
I don't know. I'm gonna go back to what G said, man. I probably would say soccer because soccer's a worldwide
But
sport.
that's the issue. Because you talking, like, you're not playing, well, NHL, yeah, I guess Olympic type of sport, but you that's kind of limited as far as countries that actually participate.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm-
soccer is so global that I think if you get to the point where a particular country is regulating the use of
We're talking
marijuana,
about
or-
globally, bro. We're just talking about U.S. side. It's
Yeah,
our
I'm
own
talking-
league.
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Can't talk. We can't do shit about
Global.
Exactly.
You
Well,
can't-
I'm
That's what I'm saying. You
talking
can't
about
talk
MLS.
But think about it.
Major League Soccer.
Think about how
Yeah.
hold on, but wait a minute. So, but who are playing on those teams when we go to the Olympics? It's some guys from LA, some guys that play in Seattle, there's some guys that play in Chicago. There's on these
But
Major League Soccer franchises.
Yeah.
So if the global market says, yeah, you can do that in your club, but you come here to play in the Olympics
Ain't
and you have to
none
be
of that.
clean,
Yeah, ain't
then I
none
would think that they will want to match whatever the international standard is.
And that's true, but at the same time, you got to think about too how a lot of individuals in global sports have cheated when it came to shit like track and field, this and that and the third, pushing drugs and
Like Russia can't
doing
use
all
this
this
Yeah,
type of
Olympics.
stuff.
they always got a
You
problem.
did make a good point.
You're not gonna tell me Team Jamaica ain't smoking weed.
That's all they doing.
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
But that's natural. That's natural. That's from, you know, that's all natural.
Let me ask y'all
They
this,
cook
y'all-
with that
y'all-
and all what?
Do y'all think if it came
Tea?
to like the NBA, somebody a big name like LeBron or somebody would step up and say, hey, you know, I think I love what the MLB is doing. Is this something we can implement in our league? You think
Not right.
LeBron
His-
got the heart to do something like that?
His
I think he
platform's
does.
good, but it ain't that good.
I ain't gonna,
Okay.
he ain't gonna be that one to do it.
That's gonna jack it up. That's
Yeah.
gonna mess it up. He do that.
They gonna really be like, shut up and dribble it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't right now.
Need to do
When he
like
retire or something
Vince
like
Carter,
that.
the one that's going out soon. Get
you
Vince
think about
Carter
it,
to
too,
do
Maybe
it.
open up schools and
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
They gonna slaughter you. They waiting on that
Yeah.
opportunity.
I don't know if
Yeah,
we really
that's
take it into account really how progressive the MLB is being. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, we're not talking about it's not legal anywhere in these United States to smoke weed. You can possess it in a whole lot of states, but you're going to smoke it in your private in your house.
I thought they
You
could
can't walk down the
street
street because you don't know. No, you cannot. You can't walk down the street nowhere in this country.
You can't even do that in Jamaica. People
can't
be
do that
thinking,
nowhere.
come on, man.
And then,
can grow
what
it
job
from
can you go
what- the
to
herb.
in this whole country,
So they still-
Seattle or
they
California,
still
or
got-
not,
yeah.
say I smoke weed or not? You see what I'm saying? So if we really think about how progressive baseball is doing as an employer, saying you can smoke weed and be
You know
high,
what I'm saying?
ain't nobody else gonna do that, man. Matter of fact,
That shit
I think the
was-
MLB gon' okay, hold on, let's change this language. You know what I'm saying? I think so.
And then wait, by you said
We're not gonna regulate it. We're not gonna say anything about it.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
how-
saying? We're not gonna say you can, we can't, whatever.
When it comes to the employer side too, I don't know how true it was, but you know, I was just scrolling to see something. You know what I'm saying? Like Nevada is one of the first states that pretty much like ban their employers from giving their
Drug
employees drug tests and stuff. I don't know how true it is. It's just
I read a
something
couple
that-
states about that.
It's gonna take one baseball player to show up high at the game and get hit by the ball and sue the league. You told me I could be high. They're gonna back that language up, and nobody's gonna support. You can come to my job high. Ain't nobody, there's not an employer in this world. I'm not gonna employ nobody that I say you can do. If you come to work high and perform a job, I'm not gonna ask you no questions.
So what if they make it
I'm not gonna
post-game?
tell you yes, you can do that.
So what if they make it post game? You can smoke after to relax your body.
Again,
They
oh
put it
yeah,
out like
right.
that.
That's. I think
That's
they
opening the
regulate
door.
post game. How you gonna tell what I'm doing? You can't tell me
That's
shit. I'm
opening
gonna
the
do
door, like,
post game. They
right.
can't regulate that in post game.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I
that's why I
need
said they gonna say nothing.
I really need to read what the MLB has done.
I didn't hear this. I just heard
Me,
this
I
tonight.
don't really see them going like Kurt Blanche across the board. I think that maybe they're exploring like, I could be wrong, maybe like medical alternative. That's
That
space.
makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
But I mean, you're right. It take one time somebody to come out there, bottom of the night.
Who wants to play baseball high? Who wants to fucking play baseball high?
Yeah, like I think a professional.
It's
You would think, like you professional athlete, you want to perform, you want to continue to make those millions of dollars. The last thing you want to do is go there high and mess up your batting average. I don't see that happening.
Hey, some of them like that for real.
Right.
You got
Some of them going to work high
Look,
anyway.
I'm about to say, you got some of them that get high on it and show it.
Some of them already with butterflies and shit because you kept them all.
So it go both ways.
I think
Where
it'd
the
be-
team would kick your ass.
It has to be only for rehabilitation. Like if
That's
you
what I
got
was
an
thinking,
injury,
too.
if you got an injury, that's the only thing it
I
can
don't
be for
think AI played the
rehabilitation.
game sober, man.
What I thought, at least what I heard the story was that the MLB had said that it's okay for you to. We ain't gonna pitch that you can be hot. You can put. That's what I thought.
Well, see,
If
they would
that
have
may
to
not be the
regulate
case. I
that.
don't
They
know.
would have to regulate that then too. As
Yeah.
far as
They didn't put out all
Yeah.
everything,
Justice
but
and
But they just say they
The
take a
overall,
different
yeah.
approach to it,
The
which
overall
makes
is-
some sense. We need to take a different approach to marijuana, which we are
Well, absolutely.
as
We
a
get
country.
there.
But I don't want
That
to.
shit ain't no gateway.
I'm
drug.
telling you, man, if you truly look at what's the former Speaker of the House? What's his name? Boehner. Boehner, former Speaker of the House. He was the Speaker of the House when
Oh, yeah.
Obama was president.
Oh.
So right now, he's like one of the main lobbyists and one of the main advocates for marijuana. So he's spent all the time in Washington suppressing marijuana, right?
Yeah, he's-
And as soon as he got into public life, he jumps on to the lobbying bandwagon to try to push the legalization thereof. So
Paid it.
that being said, I can see them. They looking at those avenues federally. How can we tax this, and make
Yeah.
buku billions of dollars?
That's
Because
what they
people-
gonna do.
That's the only reason
That's the only somebody like that
that's the only
would be-
reason they went out across it.
Yeah,
It's too late now, though. They're not going to do it. The government is not going to be able to retake over the states that have decided that we're
They
going to do it.
already let it run.
I wish you would come. It's
Yeah.
already, you know what I'm saying? So they missed their shot.
They'll find
It's
out.
safe. It's showing the federal
Right.
government.
They'll find a way to get them a cut off of it.
I mean, they gonna
They always gonna do that.
The federal
I
government
was
has
gonna say,
cut
they gonna find a
everything, but
Motherfucker.
They losing money right now. If you thinking about like the dispensaries,
They getting
the
cuts.
FDIC,
They getting cuts
federal
over there.
backing or certifications. You're not able to use what they can get credit cards or something like that right now.
some of them can. A lot of them take just cat. I don't know why I know this.
Yeah.
Shut
Hey, yeah,
I mean, from my understanding, yes, right.
hey, bro.
Right. They're
You
doing
ever
pretty much
been there
cash
where you can-
exchanges for this point, and some banks probably won't even take that money if they know that's where it's coming from. So I think across the board, they got to open some things up. It's being done anyway. The best thing the government can do is decriminalize the use of not prescription, I mean, marijuana.
Opioid.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, it's happening right now, and
Let me.
You
Let
know
me
good
say
well.
what's happening is they have decriminalizing the possession of marijuana is almost decriminalizing the use of marijuana, right?
Right.
Almost.
almost to the
Because
degree.
every state that has decriminalized the possession, a year or two down the road, when they get bogged on with all the tickets of people smoking weed walking down the street, they finally say, you know what? Like in Seattle, for instance, you're not gonna, I don't care if you walk past the cop puffing a blunt. He gonna tell you to put it out probably. It's against the law. But he's not gonna write you no ticket. He's not gonna none of that. So it's even though it's still a crime, it's so I think we're slowly getting there. Because once you say you can have it, then
Sure.
the only illegal part is the actual. If you don't catch me going,
If I got
you know what I'm
well,
saying?
what else I'm gonna do
So
with it?
come on, what are we talking about here? I know if I went to jail right now for smoking weed in a state that it was legal, I would laugh. Me and my lawyer would laugh all the way up. There's no way I would worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think most people would be the same. Like that's crazy. So they are decriminalizing it, which is great
Yeah.
for other people.
And I mean, think about how much money did who was it? Who was in California? It was like Oregon or something. They made like $1 billion in a weekend. Something crazy, something ridiculous.
They
Think
just
about
passed it.
I couldn't
yeah,
imagine
the
that.
week
It's
that
not
passed it.
going
I mean,
crazy.
you talk about like the tax implications, man. You talking about school books across the board. You're funding your education system. You're funding your infrastructure. You funded so many different avenues just based off the legalization and the taxation.
But
of
how
plant.
bad does that piss Leroy off in the hood? That
Oh, Leroy mad as shit.
got
He was
pounds going through.
He was the
Like,
first
that nigga
entrepreneur.
mad.
But Leroy need to read the answers to the test and go get legit. Get
I
some
was gonna
back
say,
end.
that's what
Leroy,
Leroy's
Tyrone,
doing
Craig,
right
and
now.
Lil Ray need to put their resources
Right.
and get legit.
So
for
get-
real.
That's what they got.
All they saying is you ain't got that
TJ
medical.
probably
Hey, might as well.
take the lead on this question. Last time I checked on different things like in California and Colorado, that shit was not cheap at all.
No.
It's all kind of barriers besides money that they using right now to keep us out of that business. Let me say that right now.
That's why.
That's
why
just
I'm
one
thinking,
barrier.
But co-opting something like
We
that,
can get it done.
You
I've
can
seen
get
it.
it done.
I've seen it.
We could get it
There
done.
are
It's
black
one
people
way.
who own dispensaries. There's
Somebody
black people
got
who
the
own
credit.
strands,
Somebody got
weed.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
Like, there's so many
That's
different
it.
things, but we gotta like bulldoze our way
And buy
because
this
it's
game.
gonna be billions and billions of dollars.
It's
That
kind of like what you
And
was
now
talking
one
about
wants
a
to
couple
make
of
nothing but a
episodes
couple
ago. You was
thousand.
talking about, man,
Like
shit, we
the
should have
red.
bought Detroit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing
shit,
with
yeah.
this. Come on, who
Yeah.
smoke weed? Well, a lot of white, but I'm just saying, in the hood, if you think about everybody you are back on the block, 7, 8 out of every 10 people you know smoke weed back on. At least the block I came. Like it wasn't just. It was kind of like everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like that in our community. I was listening to my man on here say he started smoking weed in
Drop it
6th
down.
grade.
You drop it down.
That is crazy.
I was standing there with him.
Podcast, homie.
I'm just saying, like a lot of people, it's like a very natural thing for us, and it's like, man, we need to take because Leroy don't have to be mad. Leroy can get paid, and plus, let me say this too. I don't know no mad weed dealers to tell you the truth.
How many?
They're not getting mad.
but
This
how
is
many-
not hurting them for
Hell
whatever
no.
reason.
But how many really gonna invest in it? You know what I'm saying?
That's, they ain't got it.
But I'm just, but
Everyone else said we broke.
But
Be mad, you broke
But you're talking about
motherfucker.
you're
Right.
saying broke. But look, it's called OPM.
They ain't got no money,
Other
man.
people's money.
But that's
Same thing. Now what I'm getting at is this, though. All I'm saying is the investment part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
there
why?
you go.
No, it's just because it ain't really. You know what I'm
Everybody I know said we broke.
saying?
I don't care what kind of shoes they got on. I don't care what they drive. They
And
broke.
then-
They don't have no money to
that
invest in it.
That goes back to if they do
Never.
if they do
I gotta
legalize
think
it.
different.
If they do legalize it, it goes back. Okay, if you've been doing this, if you've been doing this shit since 2000, and you motherfucker, you done made you a little bit of money, you need to educate yourself. If this shit does go legal, go ahead, go legal
Figure the
with it.
steps
Better
out.
invest
Yeah,
before it get
figure the
high.
steps
But
out.
Just like the red box.
And that's our problem though. That's
Figure the
our
steps
problem.
out.
We love that quick dollar, and we
Yeah,
don't
right
we cool with where we at.
You want it
Yeah.
now.
Nobody ever
You
really
don't
wants to
wanna wait
elevate.
for it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because people comfortable where they at.
And then I think another reason federally why it hasn't really gone over it because you have to look at the number of personnel that has been criminalized and been locked up for possession or selling
By the
marijuana.
masses.
So you can imagine like trying to expunge all those records for all those people.
But you don't have to expunge all those records. Not that you should.
Yeah, put an asterisk.
But I'm just
or something.
saying that you don't have to expunge all those. That is a big market. I think that's one reason why it's just tough to do it. Because
Yeah.
as soon as you do, it's like, man, I just
You
went
got-
to
You
well.
lock me up for this because I had pounds on me.
But we did the same thing
Yeah,
with
now y'all
prohibition.
do
We did the
You gotta
same
rent
thing.
through it.
It's like, man, you still broke the law when it was illegal.
When it
I
was
don't
illegal.
care if it's illegal today. You can't.
But that being
We don't
said,
have
though,
to fix it.
Those same personnel are excluded from that entrepreneurial process when they come out.
Right.
They can't open a dispensary even though you just lock them up for selling the same stuff.
You know, which
Since
majority,
we're-
Right, now that
majority
makes
of those
sense.
people are black.
Absolutely, and
Always.
that's by design, obviously. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
think back prohibition, those a lot of white people getting locked up for selling liquor. Probably some blacks too, but a lot of white people. Nah, man, it's different, man. It's tough.
I'm gonna pivot when this make this point, but with
Yeah.
this same thing, though, if we would just learn how to, and it's not always that easy, so I want to simplify this, but let's buy black. Let's just figure out ways that we can, you know what? Okay, for this particular product or this particular thing, we could change this. It doesn't matter if they only gave us one license. If we all said, well, shit, we gonna buy from this one person. Keep all the other thousands of licenses. We only need this one. So
Bro.
we still, as a people, can still fix what the government is trying to keep as a.
Go bad
We
with
can
that
still
one
say,
person.
okay, that's fine. You can give one license to one black person. Guess what? That's gonna be the biggest
You
damn
the head,
dispensary.
go
You
bad.
the leg,
Man.
you the arms, We the body gonna get this
And
money.
all the people come
out.
out.
That's how it
work
works.
out.
That always
I'm
go
all
bad.
I'm all about some co-opting, bro.
Always, bro. Go
It
bad.
always go back. I don't think it always goes. I think we gotta stop that.
No,
It
we
always
not
go
saying
bad.
it ain't so much.
But you know what, though?
Like you
some,
said, it always
it's
go
some
bad.
states, right? That is, they doing this. It is some states. They're, if you was criminalized, depending on what type of criminalization was your weed charge, they are allowing you
To expunge it.
to expunge
Get it
it,
gone, yeah.
and they said for urban communities, certain ones, because that's where they want the dispensaries at, that they're willing to give out grants and money to help the people get involved into the weed business. And Illinois is one of them, and a couple other places.
They gonna
But it's certain stipulations to it that they want to help, because they said
Gonna tax you 70.
no. This what they
I'm
said.
not bad.
They said
On the dollar.
because they can't get. It's hard to get a white person to come into that same neighborhood
And try to do
and
that.
try to do it.
Yeah.
It's easier to get one of us than go in there and do it.
Here's the
So that's
question,
where it go
man.
back to they giving us just
put some
one
money
person
behind
with
it.
it.
No, I mean they
I know
they
what
giving
you're
it out, but you gotta apply and all that. It's red tape stuff.
Let me say this too, though, before we, because it sounds like I'm all just straight proponent of this industry, right? I'm not saying that all black people that smoke weed and open dispensaries. I think it's the reason they want these in the hood.
But
They
he's a
subsidize it.
representative.
They
Right,
want
don't get me wrong.
they want people
But
to
I'm
get
saying-
in there.
I want to open mine.
They want us in.
Clear this up.
That's right.
I'm not saying that we as a people need to get behind this industry and everybody starts
Hey,
smoking
no, we
weed.
should.
That's what I'm saying.
We should.
Maybe. You
But
know,
and
already
still, though,
smoking
we're having a very
But it's some
short-sighted
different weed
conversation
nowadays.
of it, too. We're
Yeah.
talking about
Everybody
smoking.
Yeah.
You're not talking about all the other
CBD oils.
Everybody
Yeah,
smoking
so,
weed, bro.
yeah.
If you don't smoke it, you gonna get you a brownie, a
Brownies,
gummy, a
gummies.
blow pop.
Blow
like,
pop.
Listen, I ain't doing none of that. 'Cause I don't like the way it make me feel. It make me crazy.
Oh, shit.
My
Reese's.
PTSD right.
Hey,
They got ice cream
too
now.
many
They
personalities.
got ice cream.
I got a question.
I had ice cream before I left New York. Boy, I'm sitting there like, yeah, man, I'm still trying to scoop like that.
I don't fuck with the brownies. They make me
I
trip.
got a question. So we just said how if more black people would come together and pull their money and do things. So
That shit had me
what's the reason why?
Buggy.
What's the reason why we can't use our black dollar with our own people? Like, what's the main reason? Is it not enough businesses? Is it not enough? Is niggas too goddamn harsh on black businesses as it is?
We too harsh on each other.
You know what I
It's
mean?
each
What's the
other.
issue?
It's each other.
And no, we let Mo answer that because he bring with black business over here. So which
As soon as you walk into somebody else, you're gonna pay top dollar.
let me clarify that.
Well, you go please do it. I think I might have said it. You know, I don't want you to lose. Go ahead,
I'm not
clarify.
because I've battled that my whole time being out here. I'm a black business owner. Yes, I'm black, but I am a barbershop.
Hair's hair.
I'm gonna say that I'm a hairologist. I cut all types of hair, but yes, to an extent, yeah, we are harsh on ourselves.
Too harsh on this.
But I can't really speak too much on it because I do have the support of the community. So you would have to ask somebody that doesn't have the support of the community. You know what I'm saying?
Ask me.
You can
Nah,
ask.
but
So what you say?
Since he went back to that, you know, one of the things I was getting at, you know what I'm saying, it's irrelevant for everybody else, but y'all know this situation. And, you know, and when we in this situation, when certain individuals come in, you know, like the Hispanics or the Mexicans, for instance, you know, hey, they lock tight. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if you bang with them or not. They don't care if you rocking with, they hold their people. Hey, it's just like the white people. When you come in there, they hold their people. But when it comes to us, we bump heads and hate on the next one, fight for it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that's from the
And
state.
it's multiple reasons behind it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever reason you feel, it's on you. But my thing is, hey, we want to support and better our people, but at the same time, man, we always hold each other
Yeah,
down.
I'm about to say, who trying to better you?
I feel like that happens at all levels, not just
Yeah.
with us. 'Cause
It-
not
it-
just with
it-
us.
it-
Because okay,
Deeply
look,
black,
put it
yeah.
like it's not just
kinda
you can't,
is,
it's
though.
all people.
It is.
Let's just look at it. Let's look at this.
You think so?
Kinda is.
We'll give you a point to it, though.
Epstein was finna
Kinda
just whistle blow on a whole lot of people.
Kinda
They
is.
killed it.
And they took him out the game. So it's not just our people. You know what I'm saying? I think it happens. It just depends. Fuck it. Money's the root. Money is the root to what makes people do things that you cannot explain.
It's the love of it. The money ain't the problem.
The money is the problem.
No, the love of it is.
No,
love of money.
I think it comes from black people from slavery.
Because we
That
still got that
slavery still got
mentality.
that.
That
It's,
mentality.
like they taught us to separate in slavery.
Like, look at
we
us in the
we
house.
didn't know how to
That's
fucking
it.
like. So we got to learn how to stick back together.
So it keep us.
Yeah.
They snatched
You gotta
they
learn
snatched
that
my
together.
brother.
And so
Man.
What you got, TJ?
Oh yeah, I was
Are we
going to say
going back
to
to
your
what
point
you-
about
Yeah.
because what you said, it is kind of about black
It
people.
is.
That's what I say. Mo, you got a point. It happens. Infighting happens in every race, right? But the
Pinpointed
problem with
us.
black people is
We worse.
we are worse. But here's why. In my opinion, it's because we have not set up our shit. The reason black people hold each other back is we're trying to assimilate. We're trying to get into white space, which is always limited. It's only gonna be one token, 2 tokens, 3 tokens. We fighting for that. If we would, because when you think about it, if we four was to walk down and be strangers down the street, 4 black men, and see a group of white boys coming up with a flag about to beat them up, it wouldn't matter their name. You wouldn't think about nothing else. So we do love. We got each other's back.
Right.
When we see black people. If you don't speak, if you don't give me a what's up when I walk past you, I think eye contact. We do that naturally, so I think we kill each other. If we would say, forget the 3 black people that get this position, let's make this our own company. We would. I think that's where that infighting would stop. That's my whole thing. It's like
and on their point, I'm gonna jump off the platform because you said something about the business part because it was a question asked. You know, I forgot what I was, man. And this Asian guy asked this black guy. He was like, "Man, why y'all always work so hard but never own anything?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Y'all work jobs and all that." And I forgot what he said, but the Asian was like, "Well, the difference between us is we don't look to work. We look to own a business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we might work for somebody.
You know,
but they look is what they look
You know
at.
the
They looking
crazy
at
part
something
is-
different.
because it's like with us black people, right? We'll go into a business, say, you know that's your homie. You could go in there, eat for free, get whatever for free. But we try to go in there all the time and do it.
Yeah.
You don't walk in and be like, sometimes
Gotta pay
just be like,
for
let
this.
me carry my weight. You know, like say a mall barber, right?
Support this business.
You
Yeah.
can come in
Try to
here
get something
and
hooked up.
usually get a free cut here, free cut there.
Hold
But
on.
what about sometimes?
Oh, y'all get free cuts?
No.
My thing is, hold on. Let me give that person the opportunity.
The opportunity
Yeah.
to tell
Don't
you.
expect
Yeah.
it.
Expect it.
Yeah.
There's times I done be
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
Like, so you get a person like, hey, I'm paying like I would normally do if anybody else. Some of us don't do that.
let
Once
me
you get
be
that
devil's
one free
advocate.
cut, you like fuck that.
Yeah, you.
My shit
some
free
people
every
do.
day.
Let me play devil's advocate. It takes a level of excellence,
Yeah.
right? That we got to start supplying because what happens, and I hate to say it, and it's not black business because I hate when people say this to me, but like when you get to a certain lower standard, you start saying, okay, well I expect to hook. If we came into Mo's barbershop and it was his bedroom or his basement in his mama's house, I would expect a hookup. You know what I'm saying? But we come into a professional establishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if we would create establishments, I think people would pay, and then we ain't gotta worry about just us anymore. When Mo was in his basement, he only can get us to come down there and get the haircut.
Right.
Once you get an establishment, you got a community of people
Hell yeah.
that come in here and support. I think if we let's get out. I just know that I know a lot of very excellent black-owned businesses, but if you think about it, come on.
But now you know I'm gonna play the.
If we go to the
advocate of that.
hood, it's like
If he was in his mama's basement, I didn't want the hookup. I wanted you to get out your mama's basement, so I'm a pain.
Everybody like that.
if we thought like that, man, we would take over the world. If we
Yeah,
realize that thought,
we had that thought
if we
process.
realize
And you know his
that, wait,
talent.
Yeah, and you know it's talent. So I want you to. I wanna
But a lot of
support
us
you.
don't, don't realize what we're capable of and who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, a lot of this stuff that's going on now.
that
who
I'll attribute
invented
to
it?
slavery. I'll
Who
give
invented
slavery
it?
that.
And I
Yeah.
ain't trying to run off top, but I
Right.
just threw that out there because something you
You
said.
right.
I'm glad you
know what I'm
threw
saying?
that out there.
We
I've been trying to get you
bro.
to realize
Hey, so he knew the whole time.
This is the epiphany you have.
No, I just look like this, man.
I've been trying to tell
I was waiting for a verse.
I had the boss.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, this boy right here changed when the camera get on. Boy, cause I got that boy. He from the back, goddamn it. Yeah, man, I didn't even know you was over there.
I just let a little bit out, you know.
Hey man, I didn't know you was in here, man.
Hey,
I was wondering why
He been here.
the light changed when it
They got
was
right.
I was wondering why the hell.
Hey,
Now notice this?
Hey, leave him alone, man.
What you got, E?
Before he go back to the house.
What you got, E? What you got? What you
All
gonna
right,
say,
so my
bro?
question is, how long are we as people going to give slavery the
And
power
the excuse.
that
Yeah.
we have been giving it?
This
Yeah.
game
How
over.
long as people
It's gonna.
are we going to
But
When
Man,
you're talking about it, it become fucking do
You
it,
give us a
right?
day?
I'm gonna say
And
this
we
to
get
that.
paid
I'm
for
gonna say this to that. And
I'm sorry, I had to slide.
no, it's great point, great question. But I'll say this to that. I think we truly got to recognize how deep
man.
that how deep it's woven into our DNA that we don't give credit to. Because when we talk about cannibalizing each other's success and things of that nature, right there, I honestly think there's some inherent type of stuff within us, DNA wise, as a survival mechanism from that generation's past, man. Now, can we overcome it? Absolutely, and we have. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not an excuse ass
Some of
dude.
us.
You ain't never see me make an excuse. Every time I come in here and preach, I'm talking about we got to answer the test. There's no reason every single black man sitting right here can't be successful.
True indeed.
I don't care if you want to go build a house, go to fucking YouTube.
But you know what?
You want to find
We gotta-
money to
we gotta
do
help-
it?
we gotta help each other.
Like, that's how I feel.
We also got to help each other.
No, I agree. I agree. It takes a village in all aspects
We
of
do,
things.
we do.
But
It takes-
what I'm saying is, to my point,
We getting
is that those deep rooted oppression is in every single one of us sitting here.
True indeed.
And it rears its ugly head from time to time. And it may not necessarily be something that you recognize just outright, but there's a reason why you're a little bit apprehensive when it comes to certain people, or you don't trust a man, or something to that effect. Because generations before you, the evolution of a black man has been, there's a reason why we're the fastest and jump the highest. There's evolution. Because the evolution foot has been on the gas pedal from 400 years of oppression to now. You know what I'm saying? Those survival mechanisms for the little kid in the hood, there's a reason why the little dope boy in the hood can probably run a Fortune 500 company. You know what I'm saying? Because of that survival aspect, that way of thinking, that frame of mind, so to speak.
So you keep saying this one thing the whole time you're explaining about us. The way of thinking. The way of thinking. So the people's way of thinking has to change.
Absolutely.
And like to answer your question. People, you have to let that shit go. And just become a doer and just make it happen. Go through what you have to go through. I got you. I'm with you.
I'm with you too.
But it's just the people have to change their thinking, man. Quit holding on to shit. Break
I'm
the
not being
fucking
excused, I'm
cycle.
just saying
But
that's what it is.
how do you do that?
Everybody
Because this done been drilled in us for so long, just like a computer.
what?
You put. I'm just saying, you put something on the computer. It's there. How do you get it off? I'm saying you have to reprogram it.
So you have to.
still can't get it off.
But I'm saying you take you put a new program on and
Still
get that
can't
more
get it off.
some different tunes.
It's not about
Still can't get it off.
changing. Look, listen. Nobody's sitting here saying forget. Let that be the force that drives you
Yeah.
to do some great shit.
Yeah.
Don't fucking sit here and dwell on that shit. Like that's dumb.
That's
Like
what
why
I'm
you
saying.
gonna sit here and dwell on the shit? Go out there and get it.
But everybody don't think that way.
I gotta jump in here, bro. I gotta jump in here, bro, because I totally disagree with you on this point. That that's why I gotta jump in, because I mean it's a total disagreement. When you say get up, get out, and do something, I get that. But to answer your question, how long until the game is over? That's how long. And the reason I say that, if you look at slavery, this is how it broke down to me a long time ago. And it made so much sense. We got a basketball game to play. The first half, the refs cheat the whole half. We get no calls. Matter of fact, they blatantly just charging when nobody wasn't there. Foul, nobody was there. Nobody touched them. Nobody was around. For a whole half of the game, the refs did this. Blatant to where everybody knows they've been cheating. Hold on. Now
Louisville beat Michigan outright, dog.
There you
I don't
go
know
with
what
that
the
shit.
hell you talking about.
You know where I was going with this shit, man. Get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
thinking what you put down.
But let me keep going. So, okay,
I got you.
So
I got a
the whole
response.
first of the
I got a
half,
response.
the refs have been cheating. Now, do we just quit the game right there? No. We got a game to play. The refs been cheating with a game to play. So that's why we do like Mo. We don't care. We push forward. We drive on and we catch up. But do we forget that even if we come back and win, right now we still losing. We still down for this. But we
pushing.
charging hard. We working hard. at the end of the game, even if we catch up and tie the score up and there's still some time left in the game, we can be happy. We can actually win now. Even if we win the game, we don't forget that we had to do all of this to win. We had to overcome this whole first. So we never forget. And we never let it go. And then
You
Mo,
just
to your
said you
hard
disagree. You just disagreed with me, and they kind of agreed with
But
me.
here's my total disagreement because you said, "Fuck it, quit dwelling on it."
Yeah.
Keep dwelling. We cannot forget that.
No,
But here's
I
the
didn't
thing.
say. I
But
said
Mo,
don't forget. Let that be the force that drives you.
But here's my point. What you were saying was that it doesn't matter anymore. That's not a
Stop crying
hampering
over
thing
that
to you.
shit.
That's the point you at least. That's the point that I'm saying I totally disagree with. Because as you as a successful man, we all some level of success in here, right? We had to overcome certain things, but there's people in our community, Mo, that cannot overcome what we overcame. That have to walk 20 miles to go to a library. They can't get an education because they live in a, so it's certain things that you can't just say, oh, just buck up. Yeah, you can buck up and come out of it.
That's their struggle, man. Everybody has their own
What
struggle.
I'm saying, that's a black people struggle. And it's been conditioned in this country. That's a struggle that was given to us by cheating referees that we all seen. It's not like that's a circumstance that was caused because of whatever. No. The game came on, the first half played, and we sit in the locker room halftime and we down 50 points.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is, and touching on what he was saying earlier as well, too. How he was saying it's like it's in our DNA. It's like it's in our blood. But here's the thing, though, that I think we all should understand. And back to my original question after this is the more you give it power, the more you decide to acknowledge it. Understand by acknowledging, you also acknowledge there's another route. There's another way to go. There's another way to move. There's another way to move around, get around the system. Example, when slavery first started, you had slavery working up to being able to buy their freedom. Means they created and bought another option, created another avenue. So you have to ask yourself, how long am I going to give it power, and why would I give it power, and how can I say it's a default, or I'm starting at a default when I already know the system's rigged? I'm going to have to work a little harder. They cheat this route. I might have to go this route. If I go this route, they might come along and tag along and see what I'm doing on that route. I'm going to have to go another route. So in short, what I'm saying is you already know that you're going to have to do more and process it different. So why continue to give the negative side of it? Oh, man, they did this, they did that. Why continue to give that energy when you should give the positive side energy, knowing that, okay, I already know what you're going to do. I know what's going to happen, so let me go ahead and perform and make myself another route.
But you got some individuals that don't even, hey, look, they don't. Some take it and let them push them. Some take it and let them drown.
But you had answers for.
Hold on real fast. Some people don't even know. Hey, the first step. They know it's something different, but some don't even know the first step to take to get out of that hole.
The fight is. But you know what is crazy? The fight is in your DNA. Everybody ain't a fighter. Everybody don't got that strength. That
for those people,
it's something that's embedded in certain people that is different. Like you fight your ambitions, your just shit. How you move, how you people. Like it's different, you know what I mean? It's just something different.
For all the people who don't have
it, some don't got it.
The reason you do it for those people.
All our ancestors, at some form or fashion, or some time or another, have been enslaved and have been.
But they was just happy with their freedom.
Slavery.
Everybody else got
someone was the weak one. Someone went straight to going, thank you, master. And then some of them
say that it's not, that some people have it and some people don't.
Or Kunta, you know,
Uncle Elroy.
You got some,
and then you had Uncle Elroy, no relation.
You gonna handle it differently.
Uncle Brock, excuse
You gonna
me.
respond differently.
Catch a Freeman?
I might, hey, like for instance, I'm gonna give you an example of me. Most say, you know what I'm saying, I have to agree. When my back against the wall, I'll push hard.
Believe it or
But you
not,
got some people back against the wall.
They don't know
see that shit break them.
believe it or not, this right now, like what we doing right now. You got you from one place, you from everybody here from a different hood, different walk of life, different with eras or whatever, right? It's hard right now to get 6 niggas in a room like this. They even talk and do this, like, and don't even
I'm an Afro-American.
A black guy. But it's hard to do this. So to even be able to do this is something different Period. This means something different than a DNA. Because it's hard to do this.
Everybody else got something, man. Our people was just happy with their freedom. Like I could make my way from there. Everybody else got this, they got that, they got that. We don't got none of that.
Good thing you said that. And I think the biggest thing, in my opinion, is this. It's not necessarily slavery. Slavery is a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel if we knew our family's history, I ain't talking about what happened in slavery and mama and all other shit. If we knew our own families, because I can't tell you, I can't go back past my grandfather.
I got a slave.
It's funny you
man.
said
I can't go back past my grandfather. So
right.
that
You're
shit,
right.
that shit,
You're right. You're right.
Only we like that.
Going to people's houses, and they got
Only
their
me like that.
great granddad on the picture. I can't.
That last name you got in
You
church.
just said that because I just went home for Thanksgiving. And I told my great grandma who's 90 years old, bro, who get around on holiday.
You gotta talk to him, man.
I tell you, hey, I said I'm gonna come down here. The next weekend I come down here, I'm coming. Hey, I'm gonna come sit with y'all. Why? Because I wanna know past y'all, how much y'all remember. That's what I wanna know. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanna know where how far my history go back. Because watch this, hey, at some point in time, hey, our family wasn't always the way it is, even though they were struggling.
We ain't got these names.
Somebody.
Our names ain't the only name.
Somebody-
The only name you own is your first and your middle.
Somebody jacked me.
So you don't own your
So
last.
that's
Slave
right. Hey,
master,
to get a different cycle. So, hey, my last thing I got to say, and all that, I'm just gonna be.
Cause my name Marquise for
this
real.
part
For real.
right here.
I don't know who Jackson
we all got
is.
individuals that we chill
Oh,
with.
David,
It might be.
I don't know who
Jackson
Jackson is.
But out of those 2 or 3
Who is
know a
people,
lot of black
one of
people
those
got
people
last
don't
name
listen.
I know a lot of black
So
people.
what are we
named
doing
Jackson.
when we with them people? Are we feeding?
I can't hear
Ain't
neither one
that's
of y'all.
funny?
Miller and
Hey, because the thing of it is, the people that we hang around out of that group, somebody's gonna get fed and somebody's gonna take that. So instead of us, I always bump ahead, why we just can't feed our people?
And like, you talk to your grandma, man. My grandma, God bless her soul, I left Fort Drum in 2016. She was 97 years old. I always had meant to go back and holler at her, but every time I was on leave, I was too busy
Doing everything.
fucking off.
Anything
And I
you
had so
wanted
many
to do.
questions I wanted to ask her, never did. She died. I mean, I guess that's history that I don't know, and unfortunately, people in the family say they don't care. Nobody
dwell on it. Yeah, they don't
We
wanna
lost the
dwell on it.
caring
And
about
see,
it.
and that's when I
They used to be everything.
I'm
to
glad I got
people.
some great aunties.
That's all we had.
Bring out the scrapbook.
I
This
want
is
it.
Yeah, bring out a scrapbook on your ass.
Hey, quick. All they want the time. They just want to talk in your time. That's it. I ain't seen you in a while, baby. Real.
And that's how they
We
want
on
to talk
time,
to you.
producer.
That's what I tried.
Yeah, but man, hey, that's all I'll say. Feed the people, man.
I bet your last name ain't Jerry's goddamn.
And it's crazy because you.
My name is changed.
On that note, I think that'll be the end of the podcast, gentlemen. We're gonna have to pick on up after the holidays.
Yeah,
That's
That's what it is, man. You know, G on the end. G.
Hey man, it's your boy T. I ain't saying much tonight because the fellas they held it down with some great conversations like they always do. So it was a pleasure. Glad to be here and I'm moving to my move.
I've been out the loop, you know what I mean? So,
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm slow
Have
in
some
it.
food tonight.
Y'all might get some chicken next week, you know, when we come back after the break, you know. It's holiday.
Who's
Oh, K&M East, man.
Oh,
That's right,
okay,
man.
all
Yeah.
right.
You know, trying to get where y'all at one day. I'm gonna pass this on to my man in New York, there, big.
Yeah, man, the substitute, gang. I'm just feeling that. Passing on.
3 weeks in a row.
When you gonna be a permanent party, man? Hey, TJ Dice everywhere on social media, man. Get at me. Shop black, be black, and read a book.
Jason Look the Barber, genuine cuts.
Wait till the end this time.
Your barber's favorite barber. Everybody's favorite barber. Yeah, I'm just talking shit.
Train, untamed devil. Hey, personal and Boston train.
Okay.
Hey, what kind of bait you be fishing with?
Who?
The greatest fisherman.
He's the director fisherman now.
We got a tournament this weekend.
Yeah, you can't even make it.
20 degrees. There's your boy, aka at Mouth Right Fishing. See y'all at the top because the bottom is must be crowded, boy.
He over here in the back, coming out of the left field.
What's up, man?
Light skin,
man.
What's happening? What's
Come on
happening?
in.
What's
I
happening?
want you to light skin Wranglers.
He just that
Yeah,
guy.
what's
What's happening? I just slid in real fast, slid in real fast.
Okay.
Be black, be powerful,
Be proud.
be proud.